And here's part 2 of setting up the Chrome Remote Desktop. Now you can see from my screen, I'm not on my Mac laptop. I am actually on my Chromebook. So here's where your mind gets to be blown. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the extension to actually go in and control my desktop. Here's how we do it. There's a little bit of a setup over here too. So we're going to find that same Chrome Remote Desktop extension and click on it. And we're going to say, I want to access my computer. And there it is. That is my laptop. So I'm going to click on it. And it's going to say that it's going to connect. Again, if it asks you to walk through any kind of a setup process, please follow those steps in order to be able to do this. Do you remember that PIN that I told you to remember, maybe even write down? Here's where you're going to need to enter it. And you're going to probably need to enter it every single time that you want to access your desktop because it's the whole security thing. You don't want just anyone to be able to access it. So here we go. Clicking this blue arrow, and the magic is going to happen now. So here's where you have to have your little bit of a mindset. Is this window shows up over here. This gives you some options as far as what it looks like, how big it is. You might want to go full screen until you really kind of grasp, and I'll show you why in a second. But for now, I'm just going to minimize this little side window. And if you notice, you can see my entire desktop, my entire laptop's window right here, to the point where you can see the date and the time. I could click on the little apple. So this is all my Mac laptop information here. I can see what version of Mac I'm running. This is the Chrome window that I have open. I could go down to these recipe ideas just simply by scrolling. And you can't see it, but I can see it out of the corner of my eye, how this is all moving on my laptop at the same exact moment. I'm going to take a picture of it and I'm going to add it to the end. So just be aware, like it's a little bit freaky until you get your head wrapped around this. So I can open up new tabs. I can pull up any of these bookmarks that I've got going. I can go into use my extensions just like I normally would on my desktop. Take a little second. There we go. It is really, really fantastic. So imagine being on your Chromebook or just a second device of some nature that you can move freely around your classroom and yet be able to control what your students are seeing on your projector because your projector is connected to your desktop. Now, the funky part here that you have to keep wrapped in your head is that your desktop is showing in one Chrome tab on your second device. In my case, my Chromebook. So here is a second tab that I have open that is not my desktop. I have a third tab that's my blog that I've got going on here, not my desktop. If I want my desktop, I have to come back to this particular tab. So give yourself a little bit of grace as you're learning through this. Might also be where this little full screen doodad comes in handy because now your eyes aren't being tricked by all of these other tabs that you could normally see on your Chromebook. It kind of feels a little bit more like this just is your desktop. But how awesome is this? Please know that this is awesome. So just keep going, try it out, and let me know if you have questions.